Hi, I'm Miles, and I like listening to the Mike Prince Show.
It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is our mission to try to bring you some news you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. You can follow me on Twitter X at the Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network and check out the website at obnradio.com. With all that being established, let us jump right into today's episode. We do have some baseball scores to bring you up to speed in, and a final tally of softball for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Well, we'll start off with baseball. In our midweek competition, Prairie View was able to get another win in walk-off fashion against Incarnate Word by the score of 7-6. Alabama State fell to Troy by the score of 12-3. Austin Peay dismantled Alabama A&M by the score of 35-1. Jacksonville blanked Bethune-Cookman by the score of 11-0. LSU beat Grambling State by the score of 26-2. On today, May 1st, Alcorn will play University of Louisiana Monroe starting at 6:30 p.m. tonight, first pitch. Still have some huge matchups scheduled for this weekend as we get closer to the end of baseball season. Meanwhile, on the softball track, the results are in and the stage is all set for the SWAC softball tournament for 2024, but we'll give you the standings from the East and the West at this moment. Over on the East side, Florida A&M is number one spot at 19-5 conference record. Jackson State ends up in second place with a 16-8 conference record. Bethune-Cookman in the number 3 spot with a 16-8 conference record. Alabama State ends up in the number 4 spot with a 15-9 conference record. Alabama A&M comes in the number 5 spot with a 5-19 conference record. And Mississippi Valley ends up with a 1-23 conference record over on the east side. Now we'll gravitate over to the west. The Prairie View A&M University Lady Panthers end up with the overall best record in conference with 23 wins and only 1 loss, ending the regular season on a 7-game win streak. Texas Southern ends up with a 13-8 record to hold down the number 2 spot. The Southern Jags end up in the number 3 spot with a 12-12 conference record. Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions end up with an 8-13 conference record to qualify for that number 4 spot. Grambling State ends up with an 8-16 record to claim the number 5 spot. And Alcorn State ends up in the number 6 spot with a 5-19 record. So the way things are looking in the first round of the SWAC softball tournament for 2024, you have the number 1 seed out of the East, FAMU, would take on the number 4 seed of the West, the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. The Prairie View A&M University Panthers, being number 1, will take on the number 4 seed out of the West, which will be the Alabama State Lady Hornets. Texas Southern will be matched up against Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. And Jackson State will open up against the Southern Jags. So the stage is all set for 2024 Softball Championship Tournament for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. We'll bring you all the scores, updates, highlights as they unfold right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, you can go back and check out our conversation with Coach Pettaway talking about the world of basketball, the latest happenings in the Southwestern Athletic Conference and beyond. Also, we'll hear this week from our head football coach, Coach Heiss Northern, on the rumblings and the future of what next year's draft could look like for the NFL. Meanwhile, I am going to exit stage left. My time is far spent for today. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Do thank you guys so much for joining in with me. Would like to encourage you that you can keep up with our updates and information on our Twitter X handle at The Mike Prince Show, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And our final reminder before we get out of here, you can support Prairie View Athletics by joining in on the fun for the annual golf tournament sponsored by the Panther Backers. For more information on how you can sponsor a team, sponsor a hole, or just simply make a donation, get in contact with Mr. Dino Robinson at 713-417-2090. I've got to go. My time is far spent. So until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.